On record, friends, pinball. We've scraped the net for all the useful information that we could find. So I had a problem where ships were just appearing at the bottom of my screen at random, it seemed. But it was because I was shooting them off the back of the table, and if you can have a look at the sand, which is underneath the sea, you'll notice that it extends a fair way. Because of the perspective, it looks like it drops off, but it's actually far bigger than the ocean that we're dealing with here. Because of that, the ships were interacting, let's say, with the sea floor, and were being squished into the bottom corner, like just right there where the end of the flipper is, into the sandbar. So they were just ahead of the culling zone, but they were just ahead of the culling zone, but they were far away from. What am I talking about? Set phrase just fucking interrupting my speech here. They were just ahead of the culling zone, so they wouldn't be destroyed, and they were also they also had dubious collision, and they were being like jammed into this wedge shape. In fact, I can fly out and show you the wedge shape that I'm talking about. Maybe we just have unlit. Maybe, you fucker. No, all right. So they were getting jammed into this crevice here. This crev. Hey, look, there's a flipper. Whoa. Okay. Just try that again on me, matey. Oh, it's the pixel offset of the water. Cute. Dude, the fucking refraction works in unlit mode. What the frick? What the frick? Wouldn't have thought it would, because it relies on ray traces being made, and that requires lighting. You see the ocean is just a white fucking sheet. Anyway, they were getting stuck in here, basically, and they were. Oh, look, there's refraction on the. Dude, what the hell is going on? That looks awesome, by the way. Like, I love the obvious white clipping on the foam, and the extreme blue. It reminds. Do you know what it reminds me of? You get one of those pencils from Sea Life Center, which has got the ocean graphic on it, right? The blue wavy distortion pattern ocean graphic. But then, oh shit, you just got outside the gift store and you dropped it on the concrete, and like it's peeled off some of the shiny paper from the outside of your pencil, and you're just left with like the underside backing. Oh my god, it's almost like that has happened to me, and I have an exact Sea Life Center pen or pencil to hand that I could. No, I don't know where it is, but a strong memory there. Wow, what the fuck? I don't know where that came from. I didn't drop it outside the Sea Life Center. I dropped it at school, but that's not the point, kids. That's not the point. The story's the point. I need to redo the UVs on those tubes because they are absolutely garbage. They're spherical, which is a no-no. They're not meant to be spherical. You can definitely see the spherical though. So, yes, pirate game, something pirate game, something. Like I really do wish that those balls were a bit more visible. You know what I mean? Like they're easy to see, but they're quite hard to see. They just kind of blend in. you know, they blend in, but they also blend out. You know what I'm saying? It's very hard to express my feelings right now. I'm sorry. Like, you can see them, but it would be nice if they had like an outline or a bit more shine or something. They had a post process on them maybe that made them something else. Maybe I don't fucking know. The ship's great. The ship's great. No, the ship is fantastic. Love the ship. Ship works. My actual concern is the fake gravity works too well. So if we were to grab one of these ships and drag it onto the ramp down here, I don't know if I could be able to actually grab one of these fucking ships. The fuck. So we drag, not out the map, not out the map, friend, but we drag the ship there. I expect gravity to pull it down with an equal force to which that it is being pulled up. Yeah, here's the problem that I was having, by the way. The ship gets to here, and the sails poke through the fucking map. You can see the ship under the water. But it is trapped. It has no way out. Anyway, yeah, so I'm angry that doesn't work. I'm happy that gravity does work, but I'm angry that the acceleration forward is higher than the gravity's influence sidewards. You know what I mean? So like if I just whip out Project Paint here for a second, right? So we have on our hands, you know, like this, and then we have a wall like this, right? So I fully expect gravity to pull this down, and as it's pulling it down, we have a normal to the surface here, and we have, you know, a resultant vector of movement. But actually, a bigger vector of movement is the attraction towards the top of the table, which creates a normal, like so, creates a vector exactly up the hill. I don't know. It's just it's a bigger vector, and it doesn't need to be. It needs to be a smaller vector or an equal vector. It needs to be the same. It needs to be the same number. So I upped gravity to 2,000. It didn't do anything, which is scary because 2,000 gravity is like it's 980. It's more than double. It's more than double gravity. All right. Okay. Not more than double actual gravity. Give me the flippy flops. Don't crash my PC. Give me the flippy flops, bro. Bruh. Also, fun fact, I changed the collider on the flip bar. So it has a little bit of a rake towards the underside. Just on the flat. So when we're flipping, theoretically, it's going to flip towards the table, which is going to keep things from bouncing up too hard. I hope that works, by the way. It's lightly tested, seems to work fine. Doesn't thoroughly be tested. Fuck you, Stream Deck. Wouldn't let me unmute the whole time. Mashing that button like crazy. Ah! Right. Today's entry. Today's entry is the not the flipper. Thought I was gonna say flipper there, didn't you? Oh, not the flipper. Today's entry is in fact the plongy. Which I think we can probably just do with a disc. I don't really feel like doing anything spicy, so. Actor. Why y'all opening off screen? I give you strict instructions. I give you strict instructions to open on one screen, and you open on another screen. Add static image plongy. Is that how you spell plunger? That's with a U, isn't it? I fucked up. Anyway, the static mesh is gonna be a cylinder. Sideways cylinder, bro. Where did you come from? You're perfect. I like it. I'll do basic asset 01. I like it. I give them some variables. We got maximum throw, float. Hey, how am I doing? Every day I work on this project, I get stressed out that I'm not working on the other project. And it's working. What do I make? I make. Yes, I do make. I make video games. Or at least I try to. Maximum throw. Right now I'm making a pinball game. I should show you it. Just let me make these variables and I'll show you the pinball game. I've got your attention now. What are the variables going to be called? Maximum throw. Recoil speed. And charge speed, I guess. Yeah, so I'm making a pinball game. Right, this is a distraction to my main project. My main project is a voxel graphic JRPG, but I bricked the project file, so I have to do some reverse engineering to get that back, unfortunately. I tried pretty much nothing to salvage the original project file, and it didn't work, so. This is the pinball game. What more do you want? It spawns balls, which are glass orbs with shippies in them. The physics is fake. The flippers are fake. The rulings are real. Enter the court of Judge Judith Shine. Wait, what? You wanted to ask, have you heard of... I have heard of... Yes, I've heard of everything. Anything that you could possibly ask, I already know. Definitely, 100%. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here. No, but go on. You obviously have a serious, pertinent question. Please, ask away. I want the ship actor as well, I think. No, I want the flipper actor. Hello! There's a lot of people here. TDP 1047, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Hope you enjoy it here. I'll add you to the list. It's fine. Where's the list? Call you Mark or Marco. I would call you Mark or Marco. I'll try to remember that. But your name is TDP, so it might throw me. Am I making a game? I'm trying to make a game, yes. I'm trying my absolute hardest to make a game. And right now I'm procrastinating making that game by trying my hardest to make a different game. Yeah, it's a weird world we live in right now, huh? Oh, what's it about? This is a pirate-themed pinball Metroidvania game, I think. Or it will be. I need my flipper. I need my my flipper blueprint. No, I will fight you. What the frick? Fizz flipper, nothing in it. That's interesting to me. What are you? Flipper right and flipper left. You'd love making games, but you can't lamau. I think you're lying. Ah, test flip player. What are you? Fizz flipper. Test flip player. I don't know what fizz flipper is, but it's not what I wanted. Flipper. And making games isn't hard. You gotta apply yourself, sure, but it's not physically difficult. I was tricked into the same thing. Jesus Christ. You good, fam? I was tricked into the same. Sins, crimes, inequality. Cretan of your whole nation. This line. Sins, crimes, inequalities. Cretan of my whole nation. Sins, crimes, inequalities. Cretan of my whole nation. I'll have to apologize for my delivery. I'm not a Shakespearean actor. I have no idea what that line is from. Is it a play? Is it a TV show? So we have event tick here. You think you heard it in a game or a play you saw once. Sins, crimes, inequalities, Cretan of my whole nation. Nope. I mean, we could Google it. That would probably give you a definitive answer. You could use Papa Google. Flip and unflip. So if you remember, they said it to the crowd. Would they take it or not? Some did say yes. I don't... What? You know, they said it to the crowd. Take it to the... Sins, crimes, inequalities, Cretan of my whole nation. Do you ever have that thing? I'm gonna have to look it up now because it's a fucking brain bug. I wonder. Oh. No. No idea. No idea, I'm afraid. I cannot help you, my friend. It is a strange passage not known to the internet. Which means it's probably not from classical literature. And it's probably not from modern day film or television. So if you are out there, out of curiosity, would you say yes? I don't know what it means. It doesn't seem to be a proposition. It seems to be a statement, or in fact, actually, a sentence structure 101. What do you call them? A primary clause of a sentence. Okay then, heart emoji. I don't know what's going on in chat right now. I don't know what's going on in chat right now. Y'all gotta calm down. Y'all gotta take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. Do you wanna hear some Shakespeare maybe? I think I have. No, I have no idea. Oh wait. No. Wait. No. No. I mean we could. I clipped that psycho doing Hamlet. Was it Hamlet? I think it was Hamlet. Anyway, yeah, I was making up. Don't need any of that. You just get rid of all this code that I'm not using. Get rid of all this code that I'm not using. And get rid of all this code that I'm not using. Compile and save. So what do I want to do? On tick, I want to move the plunger. So I need an event tick. I need a I need custom events. Excuse me. Excuse me. Let me just take a little sippy. This is plunge and unplunge. But yeah, making games isn't difficult. And if you want to make games, the only thing I can tell you is to just make some games. There's thousands of resources out there now. Not like when I was a baby child and I had to buy, or my dad had to buy actually, because I was a baby child, I had no money. Programming book for the Commodore 64, which had pre-arranged code for video games that you could copy into the input editor and then record to a fucking cassette. Most asinine thing. I wonder, is that actually no, hold on. I'm trying to buy a keyboard, by the way, and they have not got back to me. C64 tape to SD card. Tape card SD. Bro. What? Tape card SD. This is a 4 tape card as SD card spot using the Tapurino hardware. That sounds dangerous. So I'm not sure my C64 has a cartridge port. That's the thing. I don't remember the C64 ever taking cartridges. Sorry, I got massively distracted there. Forgive me. Forgive me. Input action plongy pressed released. Yeah, so we together spent many hours copying code from a code manual. Essentially, it was like a, what do you call it? Not a cookbook, but it was just a, you know, a list of software basically that the source code was there. Just imagine it like a GitHub, except for there was no Git and there was no hub, and it was printed on paper and you had to copy it by hand. I just figured It'd be nice if there was an SD card tape player for the Commodore. So that would. Cause I don't know if you noticed or not, but I don't think you can buy tapes in shops anymore. Like, I don't think they're a thing that you can get. Not readily, not really. Like the mini disc, you got to buy like new old stock and shit. Sometimes it's garbage. Fizz plunger, anyway. Fizz plunger. Boolean. No. Thank you. Boolean. Boolean. Charging. Boolean. Not a byte, you fucker. Boolean. Set is charging. Set is not charging. Tries to reach target transform based on distance from current position, giving a nice smooth feeling when tracking a position. Trying to reach target based on distance from current position, giving a nice smooth feeling when tracking position. And if I want transform, vector float, I want vector float in type 2, yes. Steve Fan 1999. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Hope you enjoy it. Yeah. Let me add you to the list. What's going on? It's nice. It's a lot of people in today. It's really weird. Like, I know they added the whole software development thing months ago now, but I haven't seen a lot of people around, like new faces, like ever. It's nice to have you here. Like, I'm not saying it's not nice. I'm saying it's strange, but it is nice. Interp speed, target, current, current, the interp 2. Yes, this is where we have the recoil speed, the charge speed. We have a multiply, and charging, get charging to float. You fucker. I hate this. Back in my day, you could just do it. You could just throw it in. We can't just multiply them all together. Let me move this. No, not equal. Not Boolean. Not. Not. This is the kind of nightmare system that I like making. Now, don't you worry now. This is fairly standard stuff. Apparently, allegedly. Sometimes computers or should I say compilers, don't appreciate Boolean logic. But I figure we'll give them the benefit of the doubt. I did not mean to add a pin. Oops. Just wanted to select it. So right now that doesn't really do anything. But it does give us one of those. Delta time will be delta time, of course. So this is a Boolean logic switch. You can call them a switch, call them an if statement maybe, but it doesn't require an if statement to run the command because we're using the Boolean to drive value decision, right? So we have two floats and we have to decide which float that we're going to be using. And to do that, we have a Boolean to decide which float we're going to be using. We multiply one float by its respective Boolean, and we multiply the other float by its not respective Boolean, because it will be 1 if it's charging, and we can't multiply this by 1, otherwise it will add them both together. Doi. And then we multiply them by their respective Boolean input, which we have to convert now explicitly. Thank you, Epic Games. Slow clap. Slow clap for walking back that change. Back in my day, you could just put a Boolean into a multiply, and it would just work. Unreal Engine 5 does not appreciate. Unreal Engine 5 does not like Boolean multiplication. But there is a to float node, and I wonder if this is wasting the CPU cycles we're saving by doing this. You know? Because something integral type, something floats aren't part of math.h or anything, are they? They're built in. I'm pretty sure you can do an implicit conversion between a float and int, a bool, a byte, a char. Or maybe it's not floats. You know, I said char there. Maybe it's an int, a bool, a byte, and a char. Implicit float conversion. No, implicit conversions. Conversions as if by assignment. Int L function called default arguments. Float complex, float imaginary. I'm not promoted to double complex, double imaginary, and in this context, usually relational operators, binary bitwise, and arithmetic conditional operator. If one operand is a long double complex, long double imaginary, the other operand is implicitly converted as follows. Integer or real floating type to long double complex type to long double complex, imaginary type to long double imaginary. Is this fucking math.h? Get out. I don't want math and I don't want big num. Okay. CPU cycles float to bool to float. Bool to float. How many CPU cycles does it take to convert? What's the performance implication in converting a bool to a float? Converting to bool. My compiler warns about implicitly converting or casting certain types to bool, whereas explicit conversions do not produce a warning. Visual Studio 2008. Jesus Christ, how old is this? Worked hard to make this a good, concise question. Why are the downvotes? The performance is identical across both. It follows a couple of instructions on x86, maybe 3 on some other architectures. On x86, V, C++, they all do. CMP, dword, pointer, whatever, 0. Setnate L. Okay. GCC generates the same thing without the warnings at any warning level. Plus by the Xavier until I found this link. Apparently, coming from the Microsoft developer who owns this warning. The warning is surprisingly helpful. Found a bug in my code yesterday. I think Martin is taking performance warning out of context. Ah, right. Okay, that doesn't help me. Sorry if this is boring for you, friends, reading stuff off screen, but I just wanted to know, and it doesn't seem that there's a clear, concise answer. It will do a conversion, and it's not float that's free. It is. It's not in this context. Back to school I go. Do we have to make the? Do we have to draw it? So the integral types are int, char, bool, and byte. Not float. Float is a smelly outsider who can suck it. Just remember that, kids. All of these things are the same thing. Ints, chars, bools, and bytes are all exactly the same. Quote unquote, air quotes. Obviously they're not, but they are. But they're not, but they are. Which is maybe why you can't plug a float and a bool into each other. But C++ compilers will make an implicit conversion if you do that in C++ code. So it's not illegal, but it does cost. But it doesn't cost that much. It's 3 instructions. Which is great, because navigating through the wrong branch of an if statement is 12 instructions. Minimum. That we know. That we know. So rest easy, kids. If this works out how we want it to work out, it works out 9 instructions extra that we get to obviously make horrendous on-tick code with. Yay! By the way, if anyone here is watching who's scared to make video games and has been told doing things on tick is illegal, they are entirely correct. Doing things on tick is a bad thing. You shouldn't ever do it. That's why I'm doing it right now. So I want to actually collapse that. Just into a single. This is going to be speed Boolean maths. But yes, using Boolean maths or return value maths is a great way of not using branches in your code. Branches are slow, branches and loops are slow, and tick is slow. Branches and loops and tick are slow. So yes. Target position. Yeah, okay. Target position, which is a vector. Original position is a vector, and we're actually going to set on the construction script. Set construction script original position, get actor location. Compile. And in fact, we can set target position original position. What are we going to call this? Offset position? So the target position is going to be the input of the thing. Get forward vector. I'm actually going to add an arrow to this. Because arrows are a great way of getting FWD, of getting a forward vector to something that's fucked up. 90. Is that right? That's on X. That's on Y positive, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. I think it's something that a lot of people need to get used to is maximum throw, get forward vector. Something that people need to get used to in developing games is making transform stuff relative all the time, because if you make it respect the world orientation, you're going to be very limited in the things that happen in the game. Not very limited, but it becomes mental gymnastics when something weird happens. You've got to think about what's that relative to the world, when you could actually just think about what's it relative to itself, which is much easier. So we have a thing, and this isn't even relative to itself. This is relative to the arrow that we've placed in the thing, which has got a rotated forward vector because it's 90 degrees over to one side. So we gotta multiply the forward vector of the arrow by the maximum. Yes, it is. Fuck you. Why are you trying to be this way, dude? By the maximum throw -1. So that'll be, obviously the arrow will face the front of the plongy. This will move it backwards as an offset. Yeah. I think that's all we need to do, really. The target is obviously going to be the target position. Current is going to be actor location. And there you go. Fully loaded. Ready to rock and roll. And what did we use for this? Set relative rotation. Is that true? Set the rotation of the component relative to its parent. Set actor location, I think. I don't really want to drag this into the scene because I get the horriblest feeling that it's just gonna fuck up. It's tiny as well. Why is this a small one? Why are you so small? Why are you so small? Maximum throw is going to be value in centimeters. 800. Recoil speed 100. Charge speed 15. And just to make sure that's all plugged in. And we should just hit play, hit enter, and then oi. Well, it works. It doesn't work very well. I don't know why it fucking I don't know why it's all the way up there. Shoot. 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 Oh no. Yeah, no. Oops. I hope that works. Ooh, oh boy, do I hope that works. In fact, no, you know, that doesn't work. But it will soon work with the addition of a little funnel boy. Little funnely boy. You know what I mean? Little funnel boy. Little funnel boy. Yeah. Little funnel boy. It's perfect. I do not know. Oh, they're just straight up just falling through that one now. I wonder why. Oh, they're spawning inside it, that's fine. Dwee. Oh, you are the spliny boy, right? Okay. Wait, can I... Hold up. Right. No, I cannot. I thought I could maybe influence the width, but it's not. It doesn't work like that. Yoop. Come on, give me my balls. Oh, that's a no. Oh, they just go straight through them. The hell? Okay, that's not good. Event begin play. I think that's what we needed right there. That'll save us. Second thing, yeah, why you no plunge, bro? Why you no plunge? Collision, no overlap. Character step up on, no overlap. All. You know what? Right, we'll just make our own fucking collision. It's fine. Collider. Why I have to fucking do this every time? Every time. Physics actor. No. Generate overlap events. No. Complete preset. Just block all that shit, bro. Block all that shit. Don't block the cat. Oh, for God's sake. How is the progress on Flippymon? Yes, it's very flippy and it's very mon. Oh, it's actually almost exactly the correct size, which is scary. But yeah, this disc doesn't come with a collider. Send it off into the game's ether. Yes. I'm gonna send it into the game's ether, absolutely. Welcome, Worm, by the way. Whole bunch of people came by and followed. I got extra followers. Check it out. I was dumbstruck. How's your game? What game are you even working on these days? The music thing? Nice. I gotta thank you again. The physics are working a treat. Air quotes physics. Am I? Except for that one, apparently. Oh, magic. Like, are you seeing this? Oops. Oops. Oh no, we got a congestion. Get out. Get out! No! uh. Oh. It's so satisfying. You have no idea, Wim. I haven't played on a real pinball machine in a very long time. This is incredibly satisfying. Doesn't work half the time, but you know what? I don't even care. Was it continuous collision detection that we had on the flippers? I don't think so. Metal Apocalypse, proof of concept. It's going very well. The Music Spider Tank game. Music Spider Tank game. I remember now. Metal Apocalypse. Fipa. Tell me. You actually pinballing a real one yesterday had so much fun. God damn it, what? Yeah, UCCD, right. This plunger. Phone call? Okay, I'll see you later. Wait, what? Wait. Collision advanced. CCD. Right. Do we have a rate? Do we have a visible rate at which these spawn? Cause it'd be great if it didn't just fucking spawn all the time now. We need to not do that. Where is it? It's right there. Every 5 seconds now. That's the one. Yeah, I thought this was going to take a lot longer to make. Oh. Still has a little bit of trouble with that, huh? Whoa! Off-table experiences here, man. Oh, that's very squishy right at the end there. Oh my days. We have some issues with it clipping through things. The flippers weren't so bad, but the plunger is a little bit more violent, I think. Very reliable though. When you hit it at that when you hit it at that certain point, am I gonna have to turn physics multi-stepping into physics hyper-stepping? It's the only way. She's dead, Jim. There are no physics in this game. Did you ever just have a back? I have been thinking about changing this, but I'm not going to change it right now because that would be madness. Or should I? No. Wait. Go back. Open it up again. How? Set all physics linear velocity. Set the linear velocity of all bodies and thus component. Add to current. If true, new velocity is added to the existing velocity of the body. So this is fine, right? That's an acceleration right at that point. Whatever terminal velocity is, these need to be exposed variables. That's 4,500. That's 1,000. Is that right? I think there's meant to be an extra 0 on there. No. No, that is right. Surprisingly low though. Let's say it takes 12 seconds to reach terminal velocity, and that would not be... I guess the acceleration curve would look like that, right? That's a nice graph. I'm pretty happy about how I drew that. Not the axes, but the actual line. It's 45 meters per second is terminal velocity, which is 4,500 centimeters per second. Velocity. That's right. What are you going to say? Gravity is 9.81 meters per second squared. So for every dt, we add dt seconds of acceleration, g, to the speed until this value. It'd be really nice if these were like global variables that I could change in like the project settings or something. That'd be pretty poggers. Not gonna lie. My back is just, it just is something, isn't it? Needs a good old snapperoo across a trash can. Yeah, then something's fucky about this. Bolide get component velocity, add, make vector. Oh no, that's fine. So the vector is the acceleration. That's easy peasy. That's dt gravity acceleration minus 1 into x. So gravity acceleration is a positive value of 1,000. We make it a negative value of 1,000 times by dt, which is in seconds. So it's fine. Right there, when it's moving and then you snap through it while it's moving. That's the big lose right there. But we can hold it at the bottom, right? And then yeet. And it works fine. It's that intermediary when everything's moving at the same time. They miss each other, you know, in the collisions. They just like they never existed, right? It's just going too far, too fast. Actually, it doesn't work for rotations. It doesn't work for rotation. But it might work for a linear movement. Let's get full screen so you can have massive precision on this. Nope. That didn't fucking work, did it? Whoop! Whoop, whoop! It's pretty reliable to miss the ball as well. Is it an issue? Yes. It's a massive issue, what the fuck? I don't need chaos physics. I need substepping. Max substep delta time 0.005 seconds. I don't know. Like, I thought I was done with this stuff, and I can't remember what any of the settings do. It's not going to be a massive issue. It's not going to be a massive issue because mostly when you're using a plunger, it's it's in orbit, baby. Oh wow. When you're using a plunger, boing. It's a little bit more reliable. Did you see that slider? Like, we're definitely hitting that mid-range. If we launch at very much the exact moment, doesn't seem to like that a lot at all. But it seems fine with those. That seems... Got a whole bunch of dudes stuck on that little wire loop. That actually seems a lot better. Video game physics. What the fuck? Oh, we missed two. So now it's when they're moving slowly that it misses them. What the fuck? I guess when we hit them at max speed, it is like ridiculous. So maybe we can just put the speed down a little bit. The plunger speed. Because at max speed it is redonkulous. Right there, when it bumps it, and then re-bumps it, it misses the second bump. Almost like it's like, you've triggered me already. Fuck off. Stop querying my physics, even though CCD is on. I don't know. You tell me. I'm not a game developer. I'm just some stupid dude. It is quite reliable. I'll give it that. Dude, did it go in the fucking loop? Did it go in the loop, bro? I know what it is. I know it. I know why it feels sluggish. I know why it feels slow. Gravity is fine and everything. That's meters per second, and that's based on a real-world actual scale. Dig me, feel me, right? But we're not working on a real-world actual scale. These balls are huge. Do we have the pirate ball open? Viewport. So it's a meter ball, and the ball itself is 1.5 meters big. So it's 2.5 centimeters in an inch, roughly 2.495, whatever, 2.4951, 2.5 close enough. Okay, 2.5 close enough. So it's 1.5 meters, 150 centimeters divided by 2.5. So it's 60 times bigger than a regular pinball. So theoretically, if we want this to be correct, we need gravity to be 60 times bigger. We need terminal velocity to be 60 times bigger. So I will do this. I will do this. So that's going to be 60,000. And terminal velocity, I can't do that in my head. I'm sorry. Calculator, please. Did I tell you my it was not even my calculator. A friend, when he graduated from school, gave me his calculator. Solar power 270,000. Okay. There you go. Hope you're happy. Woo! That's obviously ridiculous. But we can make it twice. We can make it twice the size, and it should be okay. Right? And when I say okay, I mean it's glitchy as fuck. But please, please, sir, please, you're disturbing the customers. Oh my days! Stop it. So we're leading to some simulation issues here. Definitely. I don't know why it being yeeted that way is stronger. It feels to me like it shouldn't be. Like it should be a normal speed being yeeted towards the back of the thing. But it actually seems to be stronger. It feels a bit nicer. Like, it feels faster. It's more fun. But the faster it goes, the more physics issues we're going to encounter, right? Stuff like flying walls. How sick. Dude, it went up the ramp. It went up the ramp. It's gone. It's just gone. We got some collision issues going on here. Oh. I mean, more collision issues. Yeah, no, whoops. Apparently that's the smallest we can have a physics substep. I figured we'd want the substeps to be as small as possible, right? I think it's just going over there. I don't think that's a function that we need to worry about. You can see it's got some elevation to it. Just a little bit faster, maybe. Actually, they're not a meter big. Look, they're 76.679085 centimeters big. With the mass of 10,000. Jesus. Linear dampening on 1, angular dampening. 0 gravity. Stabilization factor of this body of physics stabilization is enabled. CCD on the balls as well, why not? Do I have to do the unthinkable? Right? Let's just see what happens, okay? Let's just, let's just wait and see. Didn't seem to, oh my god. What the fuck is going on? That's obviously a no-go. Nope. Oh! Well, why didn't you say it was the root only that was gonna be... Like, Unreal Engine, please. It's stopping, but it is not transferring that energy. Oh, we lost him. We lost the patient doc. Yeah, what the fuck? I've been sent by that tiny little plunger. It don't do. It don't do. What the fuck? Oh, because it's colliding with the walls? Deep breath. Collider. Collision. Exact custom. Now it should work fine. Yeah, there we go. Ignores the world completely. Flippy floppers, flippy flopping. Got a lot loaded. Oh, why is it so slow? Oh, you fiend. Okay. Sweep is not the correct thing. Not that. If CCD is on and not teleporting, this will affect objects along the entire swivel. Yeah, screw it. What? We gotta find out, okay? Why not teleport? Huh? Why not teleport? Go off world. Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, I figured that would happen. There's even less collision than before because it's teleporting. So at least when we set it to not teleport, it tries to not teleport, but it does update the thing to do the thing. Step. Substepping. No 0.005. That's what it was before. I'm going to Chrome. Like, I know this was quote unquote a solved thing for us, but now it's not a solved thing. How to improve physics collisions in Unreal Engine. What are some steps to improve collision in physics? I'm designing something that involves interaction between two fast-moving objects that are small and thin. For example, it could be a VR baseball game. The user holding a bat must hit a projectile at some high velocities. Make sure that the ball won't go through the bat due to the high speeds. You know, substepping and enabling them to do physics check between frames. And I know Unreal Engine 4.14 uses physics 3.4 to enable CCD for objects that will be in use. Any other things? It was just enable CCD. I have enabled CCD. Thank you. Next question. Dude, this is so dude. Look, what is this? 2 days ago. Replay. Dude, check this out. Also, I love the HDR he's got going on here. Nice little car park. Fuck's sake. Oh, is this the Unreal scene that they used for the live animation thing? That was so sick. Yeah, he's just like, oh, you want better collision? Use CCD. I'm using it. It doesn't work. Some tips to using physics in the Unreal Engine 4. What's up? Do you physics? Mesh components properties, static mesh, skeletal mesh. Mesh component collision must be enabled, but the collision response can be anything. Collision primitives don't negatively scale mesh component, breaks internal collision. Physics properties getting setting. Set mass override in kilogram. Set up improper mass of objects can break collision internally. Static mesh, collision complexity must be simple as complex for normal physics behavior. Complex as simple allows colliding with physics simulating X's, but you cannot simulate the component. Yes. Request for do work at the appropriate time, set mesh before event begin, play on that actor, request mass after object is in world simulating mass scale works before event begin, get mass, set mass does not. So is it a mass thing? Have I jacked my mass too high? Ba-da-ba-ba-da-da. Scrabba-da-ba-doo. Scribba-da-ba-doo. Scooba-doo-be-doo. Okay, hear me out. Mass. Fuck off. Oh, because they're not rotating? Damn, son. Is that really what it does? Okay, no, okay. That's unplayable. What the hell? Dragon. Show me the goods. Fuck you. That is so frustrating. Also, I can't see chat because Chrome's in the way. Persistent scaling of inertia. Did we have CCD was meant to be turned off for these, right? Right? Wrong? I don't know anymore. See that? That worked. That didn't work. That worked. That worked. Maybe if we just turn down the speed of the flipper, right? The pronger. Maximum throw 800, recoil speed, charge speed. Set the charge speed even lower, like to 2, and the recoil speed to like 10. Right? That looks abysmally slow now. See, even these have got like a speed of 30. Works though. If you go all the way back down. It's slow, but for some reason it yeets them like hard. Slow but strong. I don't get it. Like the transmitted speed of the ball should have been the terminal speed of the plunger, right? And it slows down towards the end. It's not what I wanted. Uh, the alpha is going to be the charge speed, get. Maximum throw, get. Paint, I need you. Speed is meters per second. Meters over second. And distance is meters. And we need to get a time. What? We need to get a time based on a distance. Oh, Jesus. Do we? What? Oh, so fucking confused. We have a DT. Right, we have a DT. We have a DT. This is more work than it's... Ugh! Is this more work than it's worth? Because right now we have an ease in, ease out curve, right? For our plunger, right? Which is great for charging. Because you get that kind of chunky, it's a massive spring winding up kind of feeling. But it's not great for launching because the speed tails off towards the end. It feels kind of weird. And your actual launch position is going to be further back than the end of the springer. And you can't edit the curve. It's not like I can double click on the thing and just edit the curve, you know what I mean? Do you know what I'm saying? I'm glad you know what I'm saying. Anyway, so this means that we need a function to take the alpha done that. I plugged the things in the wrong way, haven't I? Oh no, A to B. Yeah, no, that's fine. The alpha is gonna be I'm so confused. No, I'm so confused. I don't know what the alpha is gonna be. The alpha is gonna be the time it takes to move the distance, which is going to be the distance divided by the speed. So it's maximum throw divided by charge speed. Maximum throw divided by charge speed. So that's the time it takes to get there. And then this is wrong. I know this is wrong. but bear with me. Boolean. Okay. And this isn't going to be right. Charge is fine, but we don't actually accumulate the DT. So we need another will it even let me call it DT? It will, which is crazy. Why does it capitalize the D though? Lumi, Devereaux! Welcome in, friends. What's going on? Soup dog. Yeah, I'm a soup dog. A dog of soups. Lumi is trying to click things, but it doesn't work. Lumi, what are you trying to click? Lumi? A circle. A circle. I'm so confused. Grid generates mouse overs but not click events. Nice. This also doesn't work too, because we have DT. Oh, for God's sake. Screw it, I'm using branches. I hate it. And now it works perfectly, correct? I mean, yes, but also no. Oh, I got the charge speed in there, that's why. You are meant to be the recoil speed. Yes, friend. Which is much higher. Yes, it's beautiful. Works great. Recoil speed, default value. Actually, we have to change that here, right? So, recoil speed has now got a unit, which is centimeters per second. Which could be the maximum throw. Could be... Like, how fast is it to release a pinball plunger? It's... 1/10 of a second. We're actually trying to figure out why the same actor is not working on mouse over. Listen to me, friends. Mouse events are the devil. That's it. Recoil speed. 1600, that should be half a second. You're making a library. Oh, good God. It's a much more satisfying movement, isn't it? Oh, you... Stop. Stop. Please do not toast my PC. Oh my goodness, frames missing due to rendering lag. 4%. I dropped every single frame. What the hell happened there? What you do? It just takes off after a few seconds. Don't clip it. You have no idea what's going on. Yeah, sure. I see you, game. Get actor location is equal to original mana dies. Original position. So if we're charging, or we have reached our destination, we do not update DT. In fact, we set DT to 0. That should work perfectly. Yeet. Oh, favorite quote of me is now "Ui yuzuka." I don't know why it's eating. How? No, because it's DT divided by. We're not divided by 0. Not doing any of this weird stuff. So I much prefer the lerp launch. The lerp launch is great. Why does it want to move? One percent tolerance is fine. 1% tolerance is absolutely fine. Is it just because I had the tolerance not set? Is that why? Wah, wah, wah. Yeah, didn't have the tolerance set. So it was like, oh, you're never reaching it. Bruh. Never actually unset it. Recoil speed, 3200. 32,000 or 3200. So that should be 1/4 of a second. We're getting there, right? 8,000. 8,000 should be 1/10 of a second. Oh, it really does not like that. Why? I don't know. Like, the thing that confuses me is, do you know what we're going to do? Do you know what we're going to do? Fizz plunger. We're going to clamp this. Just because I feel like that might be the safest thing to do. Clamp. Float. Min, max, 0, and 1. Correct. That's exactly what we wanted. So now I didn't mean to spend all day on the flipper. Plunger flipper design, but I have actually spent all day on that. Fist plunger. You don't know plunger, but if you want to know. It's beautiful now, look. What? Are you clipping me saying weird stuff? Did I say weird stuff? Did weird stuff come out of my mouth? None of this. Look, Devro, it works a lot more reliably than my... Oh, fuck out of here. The second I talk about it working reliably, it stops working. Ain't that the way? Ain't that just the way? It's a lot more reliable, believe me, than set actor location. Don't say it. I know it's still a set actor location. Makes me think of flying boats for some reason. Don't. It went through the plunger again. Oh my days. Oh my days. Oh my days. Screw it. Scorched earth. I can't take it anymore. I physically cannot take it. Not that. No. Just 320. 160. Minus half its width, which is 12. 1 minus its whole width. 48. So now it's got a huge collider, right? There's no reason. I don't know why it's stuck out the front there. Oh, because the center of the collider, not the center of the puck. I get you. Yeah, get stuck. What you gonna do? Oh, it got unstuck. Oh boy. Yeah, no, that's not safe. Collider. Component tick. Any item that can run in parallel with our physics simulation network. No. Any item that needs rigid body and cloth simulation to be completed before being executed. Any item that needs update work. Prefix. Any item that needs to be executed before physics simulation starts. What's the flipper in? Flipper. Flipper. During physics. What's the ball in? During physics. Wait. If we set the ball to post physics, bear with me. It won't do its update until it's been hit. Right? It won't do any of its weird physics shit until it's been smacked by the actual physics in the scene, right? So theoretically, by ticking the lad after the physics, friends, by ticking the lad after the physics, fuck off. The second I come up with a solution to my problem, the solution to my problem doesn't actually work. Why do I bother? Dev, Lumi, why do I bother even thinking about problems in Unreal Engine? When clearly there is only one solution. Just don't have problems. You just don't have problems. That's the solution to fixing your problems in Unreal Engine. You just don't have problems. You're thinking about having a problem in Unreal Engine, you just got to say to Unreal Engine, no. That was worse. That was a lot worse. This is the ball, right? Yeah. Just say no. The Unreal Engine can't legally produce problems when you say no. See that? The boat wasn't moving that quickly, but it did not get slapped by physics. It's just pissing me off, you know? Like, how can you make a game? How can they keep me inside of bounds in Dragon Quest XI when I can't even keep a fucking glass orb from being not yeeted by a flipper or a paddle or whatever you call this thing, plungoid. It's just so stupid. Like, it works a little bit, but it's not reliable. It is not reliable at all. See, it hit one and it missed the other. What if we changed the plunger to pre-physics, right? And the flipper to pre-physics as well. So that way they'll move before physics is calculated. Physics will calculate. And then the ship will move. Right? That's surely the way it works, right? Or are you saying that the problem is actually in the physics engine itself and is entirely unsolvable? Don't say that, please. Don't say that, please. Fuck you, pal. Fuck you. Did you see that? It was going so well, and then it just... Maybe I'm using too big brain. Am I just using too big brain? Is that the problem? Is my brain being too big right now? Like, it's not like it doesn't have a lot of go, you know? You can easily hit the back of the cabinet. But... Unreal Engine physics is the garbo. It uses PhysX as well. It does use PhysX, doesn't it? Maybe there's PhysX specific. We have Chaos Vehicles plugin, Chaos Solver, planar cut, adds a module for planar cuts, runtime physics cooking, convex hulls, height fields, etc. So we have Chaos installed, enabled, in fact. Engine physics, here we go. Default. That's chaos. Oh, we're in the chaos physics section, right? Okay. Solver options. Here we go. Default threading model, task graph, single thread, variable capped with target. Fix. Dedicated thread buffer mode. Triple. It's food time. It's feeding time. You're having bao buns. Well, you enjoy your food. I'll see you later. No bao, only sausage. Sausage bao. Oh. I mean, it basically is a sausage meat contrivance. Fucking gonna flip my shit right now. Collision pair iterations, push out iterations, solve options, number of iterations, then the constant straight solve the step. Here we go. Physic error correction. Here we go. Max linear hard snap distance. Max restored state error. Error per angular difference. Error per linear difference. Ping limit. These, how much to directly lerp to the correct position generally should be very low, if not zero. Higher value will increase precision. Higher value will increase precision along with jerkiness. Angle lag, how much to directly lerp to the correct angle. Linear velocity coefficient. Coefficient K in the differential equation dx by dt equals K. X target T minus XT. It's used to update the velocity in a replication step. We don't use replication. Angular velocity coefficient. This is, oh, this is replicate. I don't, fuck you. Degrees, default degrees of freedom. Disable CCD, no. In a hit. If set to true, the scene will use enhanced determinism at the cost of a bit more resources. Simulate animation physics after reset. I'm going to enable that shit. Hell yeah. Bounce threshold velocity. Minimum relative velocity required for an object to bounce. Typical value of simulation is for simulation stability is about 0.2 times gravity. 1,000. Friction combine mode. Restitution combined with max angular velocity. Maximum velocity which may be used to depenetrate simulated physics body objects. 0 means no maximum. 14.87234. Fuck you. Constant. Creating a physics shape, we look at its bounding volume, so multiply its minimum value by its multiplier. Bigger number will generate contact points earlier, which results in higher stability at cost of performance. 0.04. Minimum contact offset. Maximum contact offset. Okay. Simulate advanced. PCM. Persistent contact manifolds will generate fewer contact points, but with more accuracy reduces the stability of stacking, but can help energy conservation. Okay. Enable stabilization. Stabilization contacts for slow moving modes will help improve stability of stacking. 1 missing locks. Whether to 1 when physics locks are used incorrectly. Turning this off is not recommended and should only be used by very advanced users. I like how they specify that you have to be very advanced to use it. Fucking flick the switch, and if it does not work, friend, flick it back. Don't tell your boss. Or do tell your boss. Ain't your mum. A lot of screaming going on out there. No, I haven't had a bow in a couple of weeks. Like, the quality of bow I can get my hands on right now is not good. It's okay. It's frozen bow, right? It's instant bow. I would prefer if there was a bow restaurant near me, you know, a place where I could get a freshly made, handmade, custom-made bow, like a chuka man, or a pizza man, or a slime man. You know what I'm talking about? You know that good stuff that I'm talking about? Okay. It looks like it's improving every step. And we have only very rare incidences where things go crazy. Those guys freaking out at the behind, they are behind. Don't worry about it. They haven't got caught on the railing or anything like that. But it looks like we're slowly working towards a functioning physics system. So I guess the real crux of the issue is that a lot of games don't use physics as their core gameplay mechanic, right? A lot of games use kind of nav mesh combined with predefined actor movement component stuff, and the only real collision you get is if you can walk on a surface, if a surface is solid or not, right? You don't really get high strenuosity, high tolerance physics requests in a game like that. Those are mostly used for visual flair, right? So like you yeet a box, usually physics things aren't replicated, and usually the box is yoked only for visual effect, right? So they don't, it doesn't really matter for gameplay. But in my game it absolutely fucking does. Optimization, suppress face remap table. I don't know what that means. Spot UV from hit results. Disable active actors. Disable kinematic static pairs. Disable kinematic pairs. Animation physics min delta time. Min physics delta time. Substepping. Tick physics async. Async fixed time step size. PhysX tree rebuild time rate. The number of frames it takes to rebuild the PhysX scene query AABB tree. The bigger the number, the smaller the fetch requests takes per frame, but the more the tree deteriorates until a new tree is built. Oh, hello. Friends? Hi, friends. Gravity? Y'all wanna have some fucking gravity there, buddy? Just, that's good. I hope that's what it was. Yeah, that is in fact what it was. Async tick physics. We lost one. It's that very slow. It's that very slow movement where you stop it and then you pass through it again at a slightly higher speed. Sometimes it just does not work. Whatever, bro. Oh, hello. Collision call distance. During collision detection, if two... Epic Games, you have a typo. Epic Games, you have a typo in the collision call distance tooltip. It says 2 instead of 2. 2? During collision detection, if two shapes are at least this far apart, we do not calculate their nearest features during the collision detection step. Collision upper limit on the collision margin will be subtracted from boxes and convex shapes. Collision margin fraction, collision margin fraction, collision fraction, the size used by some boxes and convex shapes to improve collision detection results. Core geometry shapes. Spot margin reduced in size by the margin. The margin is added back on during collision detection. Net result is a shape the same size but with rounded corners. Okay. So we actually want to change this, don't we? To something silly like 25. It's much higher than it was before. So I understand it that is going to not generate nearest paths of things colliding when they are further apart than that. So we have this thing which moves quite quickly. This is, I think, one of the problems that we have with the plunger, right? We have a thing that moves quite quickly, and we have a distance between two things that it covers generally in a single frame quite quickly. And we have a thing that is also moving the opposite direction, so we have a little bit of an extra acceleration to it. And that looks like it's working a little bit better, actually. Watch me eat my words in 3, 2, 1. No, that actually looks like it's working great. So that's maybe something to consider. For all you friendly physics programmers. Oh, we'll do the one where it gets to the bottom of the launch tube, and then because that was having some problems too. No, still having some problems on that one. But that's in contact, and I think that might be because it's rubbing and bouncing inside the tube. We could probably move the tube closer together. We could probably make a dedicated launch tube object. A mesh, maybe, the exact size of a ball. Or slightly larger than a ball, but clear, but with collision. That is working a lot better though, isn't it? Right? Back me up on this, right? That is working a lot better. Might have to turn the penetration velocity, push out velocity, 400 maybe. We want to keep it like small. Oh, default terminal velocity for physics volumes is actually 4,500. Threshold for ragdoll bodies above which they will add to aggregate before being added to the scene. I'm going to use ragdolls. Meditative pinball. Just very slow. If I make it any faster, Worm, the Unreal Engine will explode. Did he just clip through the fucking world? Oops. Oh! We got a clippy boy. We got a clippy boy. A clippy boy. Clippy boy. A boy who clips. It's not that slow, is it? It's a fun speed of pinball, right? If the pinball machines you played yesterday were at this speed, you would still need to drive home from the arcade. God damn it. And it's still doing the phasing sometimes. It's making me very angry. It's making me very angry. It is however fast you want it to be. No, it's not. Because the faster you make it, the bigger the collision arcs are. The bigger the distance is between collisions. And the bigger the distance between collisions is, the more data we have to profile for the collisions. And the more data we have to profile for the collisions, the slower the game runs. Ironic, really, that making the game faster would make the game slower. I'm just trying to get this plunger to work to a point at which it will not let the balls through under most normal circumstances. Also, somebody clipped me today. I want to actually watch the clip. See, stuff like that, pretty much unacceptable. Like, you don't want to be playing pinball and then your ball just suddenly gets eaten to the ether. Yoked to another land. And also, stuff keeps getting stuck on things, and it's not cool. And I don't want to have to do it in code. I just want it to be basically a full-on physics simulation. Because of course you can always do it in code, you know. If this, then don't go. Cluster union connection type. Point implicit augmented minimal spanning subset triangulation. Cluster union connection type. You gonna give me a pop out for this? Cluster connection factor. Joint push out pair iterations. Joint pair iterations. Collision max push out velocity. Where's the tooltip for all this stuff, man? Collision call distance. 100. 100 units. That's a full meter worm. The best pinball for PC. Hold up. Bro, it's so good. Bro, why is it so good? Why is it so fast? How do they get it so fast? How do their flippers flip so fast? What the hell? Also, let me say you're doing a great job, because this is looking to shape up very nice. This is just a distraction, really. Is this Plants vs. Zombies pinball on a PC? Gamer muscle gaming. I know it's a tiny bit sad, but every now and again I get an itch to play pinball, and the best way to do that on PC is with this game right here. Pinball FX2 came out in 2010. Jesus, I'm getting destroyed. 12 years in the past. Just look at it. Look how cool. It's full 3D. He lost a life there. What a shame. God, what the hell? What in the frick? I want to hide it. I don't get it. Joint cluster connection factor. Tell me what this means. I'm just gonna turn it off, okay? I don't care what it means. I'm turning it off. But you see, when it gets to the bottom of the chute, when it gets to the bottom of the chute, it sticks to the flipper because it's been accelerated down, right? And that's not something that we don't know about, right? There's gravity, right? If it was being pulled down by gravitino, it would also but that's the most important bit to get right? Because if you're setting up for a shot, you want the ball to be resting on the thing, right? It worked there. Did not work there. Got all the way up to the top of the chute and then stopped. Balls need to rest once in a while. They do. But not like this. Collision max push out velocity 0. Maybe if we have a higher push out velocity, it'll realize that it's meant to be going the other way. In fact, if having the push out velocity being lower than the actual acceleration due to quote unquote gravity might actually have been the problem then. Nope. Apparently not. It mostly works. Maybe I should track its like per frame velocity, and then if its velocity equals 0, I should stop adding the fake gravity acceleration. It seems to be working better. And I haven't done anything. The game's just run for a little bit. What's up with that? It hasn't glitched out or anything. Like, what am I going to do? Like, it's not professional to have something that glitches out sometimes, right? I know glitches happen, but like this is core gameplay. Like, I don't mind like if you're trying to get out of a map and you blow yourself up and you turn into a spaghetti-fied little soldier man. But like, your pinball plunger doesn't work. That's ridiculous. That's asinine. That's something that should not be part of the game. Tell me I'm wrong if you think I'm wrong, but I think I'm right, unfortunately. And I don't get it. You start the simulation. You start the simulation and it doesn't work, and then you continue the simulation and it works fine. What's up with that? Tell me. So it just works now, huh? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Do you know what we're going to do? Do you know what we're going to do? Beyond this, project settings, default. Map. Level. Hello. In fact, yeah, frame. smooth frame rate. Minimum 30, maximum 120. Minimum desired frame rate 60. Oh, great. Editor startup map, test level test, game default map, test level test. That's perfect. I'm just gonna package it real quick. Windows shipping package. Unreal renders. New folder. Pirate Pimple. I am right. Thank you. Like, I wouldn't mind if it was like some dodgy physics stuff where the ball goes out of bounds sometimes, because you can mythos that away. It's like, you know, Scylla and Charybdis. Oh, your ball got stuck by the stanky sea demons, or, you know, you can explain that away, and you just give them a free ball, let them set up again. But if they are setting up, they're shot, and their ball just fucking vanishes. They gotta set up again. Like, it's not just that it's unprofessional to deliver a game like that. It's like a grate on the player. The player will not appreciate that. Okay, that's just what I'm saying. Anyway, while that packages, I've got a few seconds to answer some questions from the studio audience. What's going on, studio audience? Tate, I got a wheel. Well, I got a wheel. I've probably told everyone already that I got a wheel, but I got a fucking wheel, bro. Oh, do you know what I can make? Do you know what I can make with the wheel? When I was a child, right? You know those not like bagatelle machine, but like a racing wheel. Yes, the racing wheel. Apparently, it's a simulation racing wheel as well. I did not know. I thought it was like an arcade racing wheel. It was just like digital input, but it has feedback. It has like actual from game feed. It will yeet you. If your wheels come off the track, you lose traction on your thing. Your drivetrain, you can move the wheel freely, and then when your wheels hit the track again, go in the opposite direction to the way you've just turned them, it will throw your hands from the wheel physically with a motor force. It's crazy. It's insane. It honestly scares me, and it's a little bit loud. So, you know, not an evening pastime at all. But happily, it clamps to the Desco very, very, very well, which I'm happy about, because if it didn't, boy howdy, would there have been blood to pay. Also, I bought it exactly a day before they went back up in price. So I thought, I bought it from my local game store. I thought that the local game store had marked it down because there's a new one coming out, and the people who make the racing wheel have marked all theirs down to a very similar price. Because there's a new one coming out, like, next month. In fact, it might already be out. In fact, I think it is already out. A new one has come out to replace it. So I thought the game store was marking them down to get rid of them so they could get new stock in to sell those instead. But I bought mine, and then a week later, they went right back up to full price, and it's just like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, the PlayStation one I can understand, because it's pretty much pound for pound the same steering wheel as the one that they've released to supersede it. It's different color, okay, some brighter colors. It's got bright blue L2R2 and a red click wheel. The new one's all black and grey, has the Xbox aesthetic. But the Xbox controller, the Xbox version of the racing wheel, doesn't feature the click wheel at all. And it's weird that they would have it under the same class as steering wheel, selling it for the same price, but with less stuff. And then the new version solves that. It unifies the system. One, you don't have to select what console you're using. It does it automatically. And two, I believe they work on all the consoles, or the button mappings are all the same. The only thing that you get differently are the button shape, right? So you don't have square, triangle, circle, and X. You have X, Y, A, B, right? That's the only difference now between the two wheels. What was I talking about? No, what I could make with the racing wheel. You know, like those that you find them in kiddie arcades. They're like baby games, right? So you have a wheel. Let me draw. Let me draw. You have your wheel here, right? I think the one that I had was like a 3-spoke wheel. It was badass. I say I had. I didn't own it. It was like at the local pub. And you have your game field here like this, right? And it drops balls from the top. I know another fucking physics game. It drops balls from the top, and it has a Bagatelle style pinboard at the back like this, so you don't know where the balls are going to drop. It had some contrivances on the walls as well. I think it had some so your ball wouldn't get stuck to the fucking game area. And you use the wheel to move like a little cart, and you collect the balls. I think they were eggs specifically on the one that I was playing, but they were perfect spheres. They were just colored to look like egg. Yeah, you use the racing wheel to move that. Because there's a direct input plugin for the Unreal Engine. Could use the racing wheel's direct input from the steering wheel to make one of these shitty games, and it would be so fun. It would be so unbelievably fun. Probably do it in an afternoon, and it would probably be garbage, but I feel like that's something that I could do in the future. Maybe for a game jam. Maybe if someone's willing to put a game jam up for racing wheel games only that aren't racing games. Racing wheel game jam, but you can't make a racing game. Booyah! Or driving game, or any kind of game that revolves around the normal use of a racing wheel. How's that? How's that for a jam idea, right? Just hear me out. Racing wheel direct input game that is not about driving a thing. Just consider. I mean, we already have one option, right? We already have the Bagatelle spinny boy option. But I'm sure there's thousands of other games that you could make that take racing wheel direct input, but were not racing games. We'll think about it. I want to see the output log. I want to see what the fuck it's doing. It's having some troubles here. It's just building a whole bunch of stuff. That's fine. It can build. It can build, and it can drop on my frames. But yeah, feels good. Feels nice. Oh, it's building a bunch of meshes that I'm not even fucking using as well. 99 remain of 1,111. Nice number though. Sick numbers, bro. So yeah, this is cooked packages. 83 remain. Oh no, it's blazing through these. Oh. What? What are we doing? What? 64 remain. Is this the kind of time where we need to take a few minutes for a drink break? Is this the perfect moment to actually get cheeky little drink break? I think if you want my personal opinion right now, I think what we're gonna do is grab some drinks. So it's done like 3 since I was gone, and that's not a good sign. I wonder, like, I obviously can't play a video game while we do this, can I? Scuffed Switch stream. I just put the Switch underneath the camera here. Fun fact about the racing wheel, by the way, one. If you're still here, if you still care, if you know, it has a clutch, but it has a flappy paddle gearbox as well. So there's no actual need to use the clutch, except for the brake is so stiff. Except I've actually pushed myself away from the mic doing that. Except for the biting point when you're setting off gear 1 off the start line. Then you need the clutch. So I have stalled many a supercar in Assetto Corsa by being a little bit, you know. See, I would love to play a game while we do this, but this is a processor intensive thing. Playing a game would make it even slower. But it would pass the time. Would it pass the time? It would pass the time. But it would make it slower. I don't think I can reconcile the two things. And there's not really any games that I really want to play right now. Like, massively. Could play Pokemon. Don't tempt me. Don't make me walk this dark road. So, yeah, that's where we are right now. Uh-oh. Oh, 59 packages remaining. Are there any games I can even play? Oh, we could do maybe like some mini Metro or something. Mini Metro, mini Motorways. A little mini game. Doesn't really require any simulation at all. Oh boy. Road 96. Midweek Madness. Publisher sale. Who? Valve versus Evil? I feel like I have this game. I don't know what it's called though. Wait, no, I don't. I want that game though, don't I? It's Stone Wheel Liquid Unmetal. There it is. £7.49. Oh, don't tempt me with that. Do not tempt me with the Unmetal. Anyway, it's half off. How can I not? Woo! My tea. I thought everything was all on the Steam Deck. I thought it was just a thing. You know what I mean? I thought it was just a thing. Where's my hat? Did I leave it in the fucking bathroom? Fine, I've got other hats I can wear. But does it? What? What? No! No! Everything fell on the floor. Does it blend? It does not blend. Nobody here blends. This is an anti-blender zone. Blend free stream. Yep. If my headphone is on my head. Head pahoonies. Do you watch that friend? Do you watch that guy on the channels? Just let me grab the output log and put him over here so I can see it. So I can see it happen. I guess I should not capture this. See you later, YouTube friends. That is all she wrote. We got ourselves a medule. Got ourselves a cheeky. Let's just get out of here while we still can. This is the bit where it gets the end of compiling, and it's like, no, there were errors. We didn't resolve them. Fuck you. Gotta love it. "24 times, average of 39 seconds each." Damn. You can do it, Unreal. I believe in you. I believe. Ow! I believe you can do it. I mean, to be fair, it's a miracle that it does do it. To be entirely frank. Huge slam. I saw yellow text. That's never good. Executing one Unreal Pack command using OPAC order files. Come on. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. You know, I never thought that carpet spikes were going to be this effective at keeping a set of pedals in place. They're really good. No joke. Like, the thing that moves is my chair, which is not good. I wonder if there's like an immobilizer I could get for my chair as well. Doesn't help that I have to like recline it and scoot it towards the floor as well. Maybe I should just mod the pedal set and get one of the softer brake compound discs. Where'd you get those from anyway? Give me my chrome. Give me my chrome. Logitech G29 brake pedal mod. Hey, you can just buy it right here. Quiet UR Universal Pedal Modification Kit fits Logitech steering wheel 25, 27, 29. $5.90 Twenga on eBay. This is $11.99 on Amazon. It's $5.99 on eBay, and it comes with a spring. 3 pedal tuning kits fits Logitech $9.99 on eBay. Progressive brake pedals spring fit Logitech G25, 27, 29. Also, I can't see chat while I'm doing this. Such an idiot. What the fuck? Logitech G25, 27, 29, 920 double brake pedal adapter with anti-slip layer. What the fuck? That's a clutch, bro. It looks like they're very cheap. Oh, here we go. BBJ Racing Sim Brake Tuning Kit PU Foam for Logitech. Rally GT Formula Extended Console. I'm gonna have to look into getting one of these. Because the brake is really like, you get to that second stage and it's just like, build successful! Build successful, friends. Hello, build successful. Do you know what a build successful means? A build successful means we get to play successful build. Unreal renders. Pirate Pinball. And it's not going to work now, is it? Pirate Pinball Exe. I like having the pedals under the desk. It's so satisfying to just fuck around with them. I mean, what? So the reason I built the game is because I wanted to check if the physics were fucked up in a packaged game, if they were just messed up in the editor. And it's going to be a really hard set of tests to do. Basically, my main worry is the plunger, because the plunger is the... Oh! No, there we got a flyer right there already. We just had one. Another one we gotta test is when they're stationary at the bottom of the beast, and then that one worked okay. See, like it's got like a 95% success rate right now, which is fantastic if you ask me. A year ago, maybe, but like, it's not really fantastic now, is it? Is this going to be one of those dodgy industry hacks where the workaround is just to have a black screen cover the screen and you fire 10 pinballs? You just do a bunch of pinball. Oh, that was one. I felt like that was a good one too, but like I felt like that wasn't going to mess up. It is very slowing down the PC, yes. Oh my goodness, the stream. I'm so sorry, people watching this. You got a beautiful VTuber slideshow going on right now. Game run's fine. Game run's great. And I say that we've had 2 flyers from the pinball lad. Two escapees, as it were. Three escapees. So it looks like it's still an issue, even with all the beautiful tuning and tweaking of the physics section that we've done. It's mostly down to the speed of the plongoid. But it looks like it's working a little bit better than it was before. Yeah, I know. Don't worry, it's not your internet, it's mine. Well, it's not even my internet. It's the fact that I decided to play it in full screen, maybe. Play it in unfull screen mode. Oh, it is my internet as well. Okay, ignore me. Boink. So, we're closer. We are definitely closer, but it's not perfect, nowhere near. And but we've got core things. You fixed it, Devro. I swear to God, come in at the worst time. No, I did not fix it, and it runs like ass as well. And also, my PC is very taxed right now for some strange reason. I can hear the fans. I can feel the heat coming off the beast. Dev, pump iron. I really got to get that iron back. Let's see, what have we got here to pump? Oh, do you know what? Here's one for you. I don't know if you can hear that. You definitely can't hear that. I'll put it on the camera for you so you can see it. It's a ring fit. I'll do mana suffer. Yes. I'll do 20 overhead presses. Just pretend I'm playing Ring Fit Adventure. That's 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11 OHP. The Ring Fit, yeah. 12. 13. 14. 15. 16. 17. 18. 19. Woo! 20! Ah! Well, Lumi, you don't know me. Because my shoulders are ass like the rest of my body, but shoulders and knees, really, anything surrounding those two things in my body is just a disgrace. Yeah, it feels good though. We'll just play it in the engine because it seems to be about as stable. So no, it's not a fitness thing. It's not a fitness thing. I just have, my body is, I'm basically a zombie. I am the shambling husk. I wonder if we could reduce the speed at which it moves, you know? Maybe that would help. Like, it's very satisfying to watch, but sometimes it doesn't touch the ball like that. Workout become less of a zombie. It's not that simple. It is. I wish it were that simple. My legs, Lumi, let me tell you, my legs, basically, like, if you could imagine like a regular nerd body type, but then the legs are Arnold Schwarzenegger in his prime, couldn't you just replace the orange thing by a cannon and hide the problem? No. I mean, okay, I could, but it wouldn't hide the problem. The balls would still fall off the map. See, the problem we're having is that we got some interesting collision physics, and Unreal just seems determined to not let me do it correctly or accurately or whatever. And sometimes it just doesn't get that it's colliding with something. No, you destroy them in the cannon, spawn one when you shoot the cannon. Oh, yeah, I could do that. But that's not pinball. I don't want to, because that takes brain work, and I have to do some stupid math. Right there, maximum pull. It's just like, I don't give a fuck what your ball's doing. So when it's at full stretch, it just does not stop being logical, Dev. Yeah, physics simulate my entire game, please. Okay, sorry. Oh, it's okay, Devro. You can make your own pinball, which doesn't use physics at all. It just uses simulated values. Ooh. Anyway, there's Chaos Solver, Collision, Physics. Here we go, Physics. Position lerp. This is replication. We don't need that. Simulation. Here we go. Do not disable CCD. Enable enhanced determinism. Simulate anim physics after reset. See whether simulate animated physics node in the tick where they are reset. Okay, don't need that. Enable 2D physics. You need to solve your stupid click thing. You don't want to. But you want to play Medieval Dynasty. Is that game actually good? Even though its pacing is ass. Bounce velocity threshold. Minimum relative velocity required for an object to bounce. Can I set this to a lot? Debatable. Oh god. Big. Friction combine mode. Min. Restitution combine mode. How restitution is computed for multiple material. What's restitution? I find a typo in your thing, but then you slam me with words I don't even know the definition of. Define restitution. The restoration of something lost or stolen to its proper owner. The ANC had demanded the restitution of land seized from black people. Recompense for injury or loss. Define restitution physics. Coefficient of restitution, also denoted by E, is a ratio of the final to initial relative speed between two objects after they collide. It normally ranges from 0 to 1, where 1 would be perfectly elastic collision. That's fine. Both Dev and the housemate hate it with a passion. You found its brainless survival aspect quite relaxing. I saw Let's Game It Out play Medieval Dynasty, however you want to pronounce that stupid word. And didn't he build like a log prison fortress on an island? Didn't he cut down every log in the kingdom and lagged the game? It was so funny. But like the actual game itself didn't look like something that I would enjoy playing. Max velocity, which may be used to depenetrate simulated physics objects. We're going back to 0. It's basically, I'm starting to build a city, and I need to eat and sleep. These are things that you need to do, yes? Kachaka. Do I have the patience to wait for this thing to settle? Nope. With all the, oh god, cutting a million trees need to build houses implications. Yeah. So it's fine when it hits the bottom. It's just when it stops at the bottom and it's being accelerated down by the fact that there's fake gravity going on. And then sometimes it works, and then sometimes it doesn't work. So it's annoying. So that actually didn't do anything. Where's the return to default button? Oh fuck. Contact offset multiplier was 0.02, I think. Does it need to hit the orange thing? The orange thing is the plunger there, bro. The orange thing, you know, when you pull it back and you know, it doesn't need to hit the thing, but there will be aspects of a pinball game where it will hit the thing and it will do the thing. Could you just have a collision in front of it, making the orange thing fail safe if they bug through the first one? Hey, you know what? That's a cool idea. This one. Pre-physics. During physics. It now has 2 colliders. I don't want to say it works better. I don't want to say it works better, Deborah. No, it works exactly the same. Unfortunately. I'll move it back, right? So that it's actually behind the plongier. I find the winding of the plunger very satisfying, though. Can we all agree to that? Oh my goodness. Those ships be drifting. You see that? See, it's not a repeatable thing, even though I've turned up the repeatability slider to max. It just doesn't like me. That's the vibe I'm getting. It doesn't like me. It doesn't want to cooperate. I don't know why the ship is going down. It's meant to have its X and Y rotation locked. It's just meant to rotate on the Z. There are no words, really. But is this working? Don't say it's working. Don't. I mean, it hasn't gone through yet. But at the same time, it's like 1 in 100 chance that it goes through, right? I just feel like I should be more rigorous in my game development. Does seem to be a little bit better though, doesn't it? Does seem to have a little bit more whoosh to it, you know. That's another one that's a fairly easy way to glitch the ball through the thing. Is to hit it and then hit it again. I don't know, it seems a little bit better. Also, I have realized that the formula for the what do you call it? Oh, it did it. It did it. Okay, it doesn't work. It doesn't work at all. And the size is gonna be 8. This is getting ridiculous now. I hope you appreciate how ridiculous this is getting. Okay, you know what I'm saying? It's getting ridiculous. But there's that, and the actual this is wrong. So this. So maximum throw, recoil speed, change of time. I think if we just square it, we're fine. I think if we just square it, it'll be fine, quote unquote. Because it's an acceleration. Acceleration curves are just parabolas. Like I don't know. It's 8 p.m. I can't be bothered doing the maths to work out what it would actually be. Oh, get the thing for acceleration and just use that. It's not really something I'm interested in. Be honest with you. Oh, it's got some vibe at the end there where the engine thinks it's going to go even further and it just stops. That is interesting. It's definitely getting faster the deeper you pull it, so that's definitely a plus. Yeah, so it's still quite strong when you don't pull it back very far, so maybe it needs to be tempered by a second variable, I don't know. Boop. Did that just... It did. I have no... It just went straight through. What the... You got it to work? Nice. That's so nice. I just had a pinball go straight through a stationary object, which is really bad. Maybe the ball is the problem then. Never think about that. Maybe the ball is the problem. Whoop. What about this? Maximum throw 800, recoil speed, charge speed. 10,000. Why not? Screw it. It's definitely faster. Yeet. It's definitely faster. I don't know. It's an intermittent problem, and the problem with intermittent problems is that they are intermittent. That's it. It's my clock has my clock has crashed. It's 8 p.m. It's 8 past 8, in fact. So I'm gonna leave it there. We'll raid someone cool. I'm sure we'll raid someone cool. We can do that. I'm sure that's within our reach. But let me get my talk out, and we'll sort that out. So thank you, everyone, for coming to watch the live video. If you came to watch the live video, thank you. TDP 1047, Steve Fan 1999, and Akimoto's Elven Shoes with an underscore. For the followers, welcome to the channel. Hope you enjoy it. Thank you, Zach President, for your 11-month resub. That's amazing. Do you smell a rage quit? No, absolutely. I've been doing this for 5 hours, so this is absolutely not a rage quit. 5 straight hours of game development in the evening. Yellow meeting. Okay, please. Thank you for coming to watch the video on demand. And as always, I will see you in the next episode.